Hi, Jayson Sidhu here again, North Delta's real estate expert. And today, I want to share with you a couple of reasons why you might consider listing your home this spring versus holding off until later in the year. First and foremost, spring represents the peak of the market. The sales activity that you're going to see in March, April, May, and sometimes June represents the peak of the sales activity for the year. So if you're trying to take advantage of the flurry in the market, if you're trying to take advantage of the buyer pool, really now is the time to think about doing that. The second reason why you might want to get on the market, interest rates. Interest rates are still at historical lows for purchasers in the marketplace. And while we expect rates to go up 2, maybe 3 times this year, at least that's what we're hearing from many analysts, the Bank of Canada is likely going to hold pat for now because our dollar isn't performing very well and we're in the midst of NAFTA negotiations. So expect rates to go up maybe in the later part of the year, and by December we could be dealing with a half point, maybe a 3/4 point increase, which likely would have an impact on the market. But as it stands now, we're likely going to see rates hold firm. The third reason, simple supply and demand. We've seen demand outstrip supply month over month leading into the spring marketplace, and that's not going to change in the spring market. It never does. So supply and demand is a huge reason why you're going to see a seller's market in the spring market, similar to what we saw in 2017 and 16, and that might be a reason for you to want to take advantage of the marketplace in front of us. And finally, the last reason that you might want to think about it is government policy. We've seen intervention both at the federal and provincial levels. Last year we saw the Fed basically introduce a mortgage stress test for those borrowers dealing with the big 5 banks. It's likely that the credit union here in the province will follow suit, but we already talked about interest rates and then the stress tests. That's one way that the federal government can kind of intervene in an open market to try to cool the market, to try to force it to cool down. And then from the province, we've seen the NDP announce their budget last month, and their way of addressing the market was by way of taxation. They didn't address the supply issue that many of us know exists, but they addressed an increased taxation. And so it's just a clear indicator that if the market ramps up over this spring, it's not at all out of the realm of possibility that either the federal government or the provincial government, maybe even both, try to intervene in the marketplace and cool the marketplace. So something to watch out for. So if you're looking at the spring market, maybe is an appropriate time for you. I'm happy to meet with you to discuss a strategy. As always, if you have any questions about the market, anything I can do to be of service, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help. Hope you're enjoying spring, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks again.